What's good, YouTube? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Stop and Refuel. It's Mo, and today I want to share something really cool because we're living in a world and time now where we can turn our ideas into reality way faster than ever. And I'm talking about being able to prototype an application, a solution almost instantly to solve whatever problem, whatever idea that you want to cook up. And even if you have little to no coding experience, we can do the things that we thought weren't possible before, even a few years back. So I know that sounds awesome. So let's go ahead and dive into it and figure out how we can do these type of things. And in this video, we're gonna go ahead and go over how to create a basic Replit site and application and understanding the framework and just showing that you can take your ideas from thought to prototype just like that, you know? And I love using applications and tools that we have available right now, like Replit, because it just takes the fear out of coding. I'm a computer programmer myself, an engineer, and I still don't like programming all the time. I don't want to have to be an expert in learning this language or that language, all these different frameworks and things just to do a specific task or execute an idea, because that takes months and weeks and sometimes even years of learning to get to that point. But now, as long as you can clearly explain your idea, you can build a prototype. You can have something going from A to B or 0 to 100 real quick, for real. So rapid prototyping means you spend less time worrying about the how am I going to do this? And now you get to spend more time worrying about the what am I creating? What am I doing? Having more creative juices flowing and just trying to get things going. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and dive into Replit. Go ahead and pull it up. As you can see, I do already have an account created. You can sign up with your Gmail, email, whatever you feel free to use. And they also do have free plans where you can create like 2 to 3 apps for free. And then they do have paid versions that you can also check out. So let's say today I want to create a online quote generator that allows me to pull quotes based on a selected mood or genre. So let's go ahead and do that. And a good thing about this, if you have an idea and you don't know exactly how you want it to make sense to the computer, you can also improve your prompt. If you wanted to give it just a little bit more structure, if you wanted to find some key deliverables that you can explain. So here we see a web-based quote generator that delivers inspirational quotes, filtered by moods and genre preferences. They also provided some core features, browsing the quotes by different moods, filtering random quotes, and being able to save quotes for viewing later. And it's talking about its visual references and styles that it may pull from different places to help it create. So let's go ahead and start building. So as you can see, it's going to take in your input and it's down here thinking. It's going to determine what its next steps are, reviewing the message and understanding what's the most basic version of a prototype that it can provide, as well as offering you a few different options on how you can make your app better if you wanted to integrate it now or if you wanted to wait later. So looks like it's ready, done cooking up, and it's saying, all right, I can help you build this quote generation app. Go ahead, follow these specific colors and requirements and things like that they wanted to give. It said we can build an initial prototype. We can do things like integrate a database, user authentication, a quote submission system, all this stuff, but we can worry about that later on. Let me just go ahead and prove the initial and watch it start cooking. And the crazy thing is I'm doing all this in natural language. I'm not being real technical with my vocabulary. I'm not being, real specific with a lot of things. I'm speaking to it like it's an assistant, like it's an employee, like it's a person that can understand what I'm trying to do and is going to do it. So now you can see on the right, inside of our progress, it's cooking up. It's already creating schemas. And on our left-hand side, you can see all the different files that it created here in green. So now it has client side folders where it's handling things like that, server side, all these different configurations and whatnot. You don't have to be a programmer to understand any of this stuff. You just need to know what are you trying to get and what's your end result and how can you articulate that to this computer or to this agent. So we are in the agent browser, and this agent browser is one that handles most of the big heavy lifting of your application and what you want it to do. If you got to major change that you want to incorporate, you do that within the agent. If you have smaller changes that you'd like to incorporate, you can use something like the assistant, which helps you answer more questions, refine your code, and make precise edits. So this is what I'm gonna use a lot to either save money when it comes to the usage and just to get things done a little bit faster without having to feel like every small task is a big task that the agent needs to handle, because they're gonna try to handle it like a big task. You also got other things like your deployments, your authentication if you wanted to add the user stuff, your console if you wanted to look at your output results, your database and everything. And even when this thing runs into errors, as you can see, ran into this runtime error, it'll let it know that, hey, the app ran into an error. Let's go ahead and fix this. I noticed, see, boom, I noticed there's an error with this component. Let me go ahead and fix it until it can show me an application that's working properly. And you're saying it's changing the different things that it needs to. So it's thinking for itself. It's like it's trying, and it's trial and error. It's understanding, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. These are the issues I'm running into. How can I go ahead and fix these issues? And if you catch these issues, or you're somebody that does have some type of programming experience, it makes it a lot easier for you to let it do all the groundwork, and then you just come in and add the different changes. So boom, it looks like it's done. It already gave us a basic quote generator. So now we can look like we can go through random quotes, we can browse quotes, and we can look at our favorites. So it looks like I can go to like, let's say I want to be in a motivated mood, but I want this to be about business. So boom, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. So I can get another quote. Boom. Oh, that button a little slow. We're gonna figure it out. All right, boom. Steve Jobs. All right, now let's incorporate like another little feature. And this time we're gonna use our assistant. And let's say I want there to be a button where I can transform these quotes into emojis that align with what is being said or the overall message. Sorry, it took so long to get that out, but let's go ahead and do that and see if we can incorporate a button where we can take these simple quotes and basically emojify them. And this is a different way to visually see these quotes and just testing what the agent can do when it comes to just adding small things, especially, the assistant. So boom, looks like it's creating a utility function for emoji conversion. It's updating our components to let the transformation button work, and it's restarting our application. It's at a checkpoint. If you're ever at a checkpoint where you feel like, all right, I need to go back somewhere, I can come and roll back all the way to the beginning of our application if things started messing up. So boom, it's thinking. Sorry, it's taking a second. Of course, we pushed a little bit of time, but it's so easy to come in here and just, what am I thinking about? What do I want to do today? What do I want to create today? And being able to do that. So now we see that app is restarting, it's cooking up again. And let's see if whatever quote we give it, sad quote about life. Man, I feel like I'm only getting Steve Jobs and John Lennon quotes right now, but we'll see. Trash. You got to keep. Let's see if the agent can do a better job at this. It looks like it's pulling from a quote API, but that API looks like it ain't got enough quotes for me. Because I'm asking about a sad quote. Why am I only getting John Lennon quotes? Give me another one. Steve Jobs. John Lennon. Steve Jobs. All right, whatever. We're gonna see if it's better. Planting good happens when your clock makes more. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to understand that, but it'd be a good game or something. Let's do something different now. Make this into a spin the wheel quote generator instead. I just got the whole damn idea. And we're gonna spin it up. We're gonna turn this whole thing upside down and around. It's about to start cooking up. Oh, now we can spin for a quote. All right, boom. Let's see. All right, I kind of like this interface a little bit more than the original one, but you need to update the quote database or API to include way more. I don't think it cares if I add all them mods to show it that I want way more. But I don't think this should be a hard fix, honestly. It should be something that's real simple. So let's add more up close to this memory storage and see how it's cooking up. All right, now I've got to pull up our working application. I see it already got some Star Wars stuff. Let me spin again. Right now I'm in all moods. Okay. Let me spin again though. Let me find another short one. An emoji fight. Oh, the future belongs to those who believe in their beauty and dreams. Could be better, but I like the use cases of emojis and stuff like that. Just make it easier for people to see things visually. So move it, spin again. Let me go to this side. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Let me see what they would do with that. Okay, I like that too. Let's get some motivation. All right, may the force be with you. In movies, show. All right. Well, there you have it. Some type of general basic application using Replit to where we can spin the wheel and get a quote. And from that quote, we can also change that into some type of emoji comparison in a way. I can go ahead and also show a few of my other applications that do work a lot better and do look a lot better too. So let's go ahead and look at something like our quantum spin. So this is just a new addition to the spin wheel, basically. Go to web view. All right, so this is our quantum spin. So this is just like a new version of the spin the wheel. So I can add a bunch of different names: Jill, Bill, Lil. And it adds a different polygon for any time you add a different name and stuff like that. And if I wanted to go and spin the wheel and boom, figure out who the winner is and stuff like that. So that's one example of an app you can create. Another robust, more, I guess, better application we can see is something like a journal. So this is a project that I really enjoyed creating because as somebody that's doing more options trading and things with finance, I wanted something to help me document my trades. And I felt like there was nothing out there on the market that could help me with these kind of things. So I can come in here and I can add a different kind of trade, determine the type of strategy that I'm using, getting a checklist that's pre-made for whatever trading strategy that I'm trying to go for, and actually getting different numbers and feedback created. Then I can come here, I can look at my active trades, I can track my analytics. Right now it's showing a preview based on what my performance could be if I started doing things. I have a journal where I can come here and make entries based on things I've learned, trading review, psychology, the market, market analysis, all these different things, and actually come back and review my notes in an organized fashion too. A calculator to help you understand your position size and what you should be risking whenever you're entering trades and different things of that nature based on the metrics you have, as well as some strategies if you wanted to understand what your profit and loss would be based on the type of stock, from the underlying price, from the type of option contract or you're trying to buy or sell or execute, and different things of that nature. So it's just really been good having this dashboard and being able to create something like this for myself, because this was a problem that I had that I needed to solve. I was like, I'm not trying to go out here and pay for these, monthly journals or things of that nature that would help me do the same type of thing that I could create myself. So just having that thing, if you got an idea, you got that spark, go ahead and figure out what you can do. And if you see something like this, or if you think that this is something that will interest you, go ahead and leave a comment too, and I'll make sure I'm able to share it or go into a more in-depth video on how you can create something like this. There you have it, folks. That's how to use Replit, understanding things, whether it's your usage, looking at how much you've used financially. You can come here and see all the different things. You can create teams. You can look at the pricing. As you see, there's still that free version. You do have your core version, which is $20 a month, but allows you to get $25 worth of credits to do things with the agent. Because every time you use the agent, it costs about 25 cents approximately to execute a major change in application. Got a lot of different things you can add on and stuff like that. They do have guides on how to create or get started with Replit if you really need to. I feel like you probably don't need to do this, but watching like a 10-minute intro to Replit YouTube video or something like that would definitely get you started, and then just understanding the different features. So boom, right here, Replit agent in 60 seconds. This video should be able to get you started and let you know everything you need, understanding the assistant, and even just reading, figuring out what you can do with this type of application, figuring out how you can build things and whatnot. So if you like this video and you want to see more like it, please let me know. And until next time.